What's up, people? Welcome back to Bloodborne. We are in the lecture building, first floor. I want to point something out here real quick before we get into this. So I've gone over my stats and my attributes over there a number of times, but I do want to point out, if at any point you feel like it's getting tough for you, you're not surviving as much, don't follow what I'm doing and put your points into vitality. That'll make it easier on you. That's always probably the best way to make this game easier, is to add to your vitality. So always keep that in mind if it's getting a little bit difficult at any point. Alright, so if we come in here, we got this guy right here. I told you would recognize his voice if you look carefully. You can also recognize his face a little bit. I will leave you all to deal with him as you see fit. I'm gonna go in this way. Watch out for that guy. And we're saw spearing because it is great against those guys. Even though it's only +6, it is fantastic against them. Lecture theater key. Student uniform. In here. Be cautious. We got those guys thinking they're clever. I'm thinking they're dead. Alright. Rather disturbing item there. You can inspect that closer if you'd like. So this is a really short area. However, let's get our odds and ends back out. We're going to go with the Phantasm Shell. Fire. Bolt. And poison knives. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Poison knives, pebbles. Alright. So this is actually a great room to farm. And I'm actually going to show you how I farm it right now as I clear it out. So this is the exact way that I would run the farm. Charging is probably not recommended because of those attacks. So as long as you're killing, just use the general thrusts. These guys do hit kind of hard, so it's not just a complete walk in the park. They're splashing that stuff and using their Gumby arms. So not only are we getting a decent amount of echoes, but we're also getting sedatives, which are definitely going to be handy coming up. And we're also getting quicksilvers. So if you open this up, there's the auger of... see here. Yeah, the auger of Ebritas. That is the... you've seen the move. That one NPC was doing it with the tentacles come out. You can use it. It's a pretty cool move. It does pretty decent damage, but it also, you can use it as an interrupt attack. So if you got an arcane build and you don't want to run around with a pistol, you can use that for your interrupt. Alright, so right here is the lamp. So we've made the full circuit on the first floor. And that's the run. You bold Hunter's Mark, go kill all those guys, come back around. Bold Hunter's Mark again. I would recommend bold Hunter's Marking instead of going back and forth from the lamp. It'll just take longer. So that's it. You can actually get a nice bump in echoes and levels, and then also stockpile silver bullets, quicksilver bullets. Alright, we're going to go back to the cleaver. We're going to open this door. And we come out in the Nightmare Frontier, which is a pretty cool place. Can be intimidating, but you know, that's my job to make it not so intimidating. We're doing excellent damage. Drop down lead elixir. Item I don't really ever use much. I'm sure there's some good uses for it, but I don't mess with it. Right here is going to be the big level shortcut. So we'll definitely interact with that coming up. We can go ahead. We got time to kill that before we deal with this guy. Might as well. Alright, so that is, as you can see, enemy that's not quite sure what their official name is, but obviously they're similar to the Wandering Madness. Alright. Coming up here, we've got some more hunters. They're way off in the distance. You can barely see one guy with his torch. And here he comes. As usual, you want to fight them. There's two of them. You want to fight them one at a time. So we're going to let this guy... Ooh, don't... Be careful. Do not walk off there. Alright. So he wants to fight us here. That's fine. We can fight him here. And his buddy is now behind us. And we're in a mess. And now he's going to want to fight us, right? Punk. Now he's going to follow us everywhere. Ooh. Alright. Better get a better weapon than that, sir. I will R1 you straight to hell. Well, I'm going to go ahead and guess that his compatriot fell off the edge here in a scramble. Yep, that's exactly what happened. I'll take it. So he probably fell down and got poisoned. And died a sad, lonely death down there, but that is better for us anyways. Fading Lake. I'm kind of set in my ways when it comes to the Carol runes, so there's a lot of them I just don't even bother with. Okay, right here, come down. It's a bit of a setup. You can go one of two ways. We'll go ahead and go this way first. This is also another bit of a setup. Because while you're trying to kill that, this dude's chucking giant boulders at you. We'll deal with him soon enough. Picking up the chalice items. I'm not gonna mess with the chalices at all. Come on. Those guys are big and they look intimidating, but they can be stun locked very easily. Alright, right up here, I like to get in here and then tuck myself in behind this so I can't get hit by any rocks. Bolt gem. Whew. Do be careful. The landscape is a bit confusing and it's easy to fall off. Alright, so this little piece is cleared out. Head right back up this way. And we're going to hit the level's first little shortcut, the mini shortcut. There's usually 2 shortcuts. Don't worry about this guy, because what they want you to do is jump off there. You actually have to walk out and stand for a second. And then that will go down, and he's going to get away. Oh, I got him. I mean, they're only giving us shards anyways, so it's not really a big deal. Come on. Alright, so here's our shortcut. We came through there. We go up. We got another big dude. And these guys can be a little bit tricky. So don't sleep on them, as you can see there. 2 hits and he almost wiped me out. Three twin shards. Excuse me. Alright. So there's 2 ways to go. We're going to go up top. Snag some vials. And right here. Drop down. Anything over there? Alright. Oh yeah. Don't drop down there just yet, because we want to actually go back here and drop down right here and get stunning deep sea as we get stunned. Be a little bit careful in here. So now our aim is to head straight across where that guy is. We're going to grab a few items on the way. Let's see, we got stuff all around us. And we got a classic FromSoft poison swamp. That guy actually will get poisoned from being down there as well. Okay. Okay. Going straight across. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's over here. And this is another setup. So just be aware that we didn't quite get everything in that area. There's a few more nooks and crannies you can discover for yourself as you walk around down in the swamp. But I'm going to move along for the sake of the playthrough. Now, when you come out here, you can go that way and you can already see one of the most hideous enemies in the game. And just to be safe, we are going to equip the sedative, and we're going to slot that sucker right now. Hasn't seen us, so we're good. Drop on down. And if we get lucky or close enough, we'll be able to hear start singing their song. Oof, careful. See the frenzy? And that's what frenzy does, folks. I want to hear her sing. We'll get to hear it later. Alright. So right in there we've got a boss room, which we're going to fight here in just a second. In there's a few items, none really super worth our while, so I'm gonna skip them. Feel free to dive in and get greedy, but I would not do that just yet. If you're gonna do it, don't do it until you have unlocked this. So here's our shortcut. Which brings us right back to the beginning. And I'm going to go ahead and pop back to the dream real quick, level up, and do all that fun stuff. So now we can add one to the spear. Oops, no, we actually do want to repair that. Blood gems. I'm thinking nothing. Oops, but let's be sure. Yep, nothing there. Nothing there, nothing there. Whatever. Alright, let's get some levels. Actually, wrong one. Gonna set up for the boss here. Definitely want some bolt paper.
Welcome home. What? Very well, let me. Farewell, good hunter.
Alright, let's head back. We're going to Nightmare Frontier. And now we are going to go and do battle with Amygdala. And I forgot to change my Carol rune. Whatever, we'll be alright. But after this fight, I will definitely put Moon back on. Moon. Howard Moon. Men About Town, that sort of thing. Mighty Boosh reference. Which, if you've never seen the Mighty Boosh and you love British comedy or comedy in general, I would definitely recommend checking out the Mighty Boosh. Alright, that's enough of that. So here comes the boss. If you run in. Oh, wow, he went nuts right away. So, he did not like me hitting his head. Alright, so we want to extend the saw cleaver and start whacking away at his arms. It does hit kind of hard, but we're hitting hard too, so. Oh, that's what we want. We heard it. He's going to drop down. We're going to get that. Good old visceral. Just roll away. Yeah, I should have let him go there. I thought I had him there. When he goes up in the air, just try to... Oh my god, he killed me. That totally should not have happened. Don't tell anybody about it. Nah, that was completely me losing focus. I should have killed him pretty easily. Or her. I'm not even sure. But yeah, that was my fault. I just sort of lost focus and took my concentration off, assuming that I was going to kill that boss really easily, which I was up to that point. So just like most other bosses that and enemies that get airborne, if you go towards them, they typically go over the top of you. So I was going off to the side and getting hit. Man, I'm so disappointed I got killed there. So disappointed. This is an easy fight. I should not have died there. So the first thing I want to do is... I don't even remember how many I had. Grab my echoes back. see the eye in his hand. That's pretty crazy. Get that head. Shouldn't have buffed that close to him. We really need to get some damage going here. Let's calm down. Totally stupid swings right there. Oh no. Getting a little bit annoyed that I'm missing so many attacks. And it's costing me dearly that I'm missing so many attacks right now. Alright, let's put this guy away right here. That should have been a one-time deal. I got a little bit sloppy, a little bit complacent. So, not a hard boss. Bolt paper and extend your weapon. And that's all you need. So we're going to head back to the Hunter's Dream. Used all those.
Welcome. Very well.
Alright, cool.
Farewell, good hunter.
So, when we come back, we're gonna...
Your worth in the waking world.
We come back next episode, we're going to head to the second floor of the lecture building to the Nightmare of Mensis and take all that area on. See you then.